We will wait for a couple of minutes and then we will start with the session. Good morning, everyone. Let's start the session for today. I will be sharing my screen. So, yesterday we have covered till outbound integrations, correct? So, we have given the introduction of ERP, what is Oracle Fusion Cloud. Then we have talked about the different product families in Oracle Fusion, and I have also shown you the product families in application in front end. Okay. Then I have talked about the architecture of Oracle Cloud application. The Oracle Cloud application follows a three-tier architecture: front-end tier or the client tier, the back-end tier, and the middleware tier. Okay. So we have talked about where all the three tiers are existing in one in a single application. Then we have talked about the inbound integrations, various options that we have in Oracle for inbound integrations. Okay. And then we have talked about the outbound integrations as well. If you want to send the data from Oracle to third party system or to some in-house application, then what are the options available? Okay. So this is just a recap or summary of what we have covered yesterday. Now we will start with the cloud reporting tools. Okay, so I can directly go to this slide, cloud reporting tools. So if I talk about the cloud reporting tools, we will start with the BI Publisher. So these are the four reporting tools that we have in Oracle Fusion. The first one is the BI Publisher. BI Publisher is the report if you where we use SQL queries. Okay, so when we create a if you want a report in a specific format and you are dealing with a high volume of data, okay, using BIP report you can you can deal with high volume of data. Like if you have 5 lakh records, 6 lakh records, or maybe 10 lakh records, then you can deal with the BIP reports. Okay, and it is not the case. You can fetch high volume of data using the BIP report as well, and you can fetch low volume of data as well using the BIP reports. Okay, so and if you want the report in a specific format, means like if you are printing let's take an example. You are printing a report for AP invoice, correct? You are including the header information as well, and you are including the line information as well. But if you have a requirement that you want to print header once, and suppose that header has that invoice has 3 lines, and you want to print lines 3 times, so it is in a specific format that a header should be printed once, but header first of all there should be a header section, and below that there should be line section. So I can open a word and try to explain you. Okay, or okay. So requirement is such that we should print the header once. It should contain the header information. Here we have header information like the invoice number, invoice ID, and all other details, supply details and all. And here we should have the line details. Okay. So suppose our header has 3 lines. So here we should have the line details like the line number, item, quantity, etc. and all. Okay. So this is printing the report in the specific format. Like we are not repeating the header information every time. So if you want such type of information, then you can deal with the reports. Okay, you can deal with the BIP reports. Okay, so how to prepare the BIP reports in Oracle Fusion? You can go to Tools, Reports and Analytics, and you can click on Browse Catalog. First, we will prepare the data model, and after preparing the data model, we have to prepare the report. So to create the data model, you can click on Create Data Model, and here we have to write the SQL query. You can select the data source. You can write AP invoices, and here you can write select. I can select a few of the columns: invoice num, invoice ID, and maybe, or I can do a select star and select the columns from AP invoices all. Okay, out of here I can select the invoice number, and I can select invoice date, source. Okay, I can include this column: invoice num, invoice date, source, or you include uh, okay, invoice ID as well, invoice ID. So I'm including only these four columns in my report output, and I'm not including all the columns. If I click on view data, you can get the details of these four columns. Okay, invoice ID, invoice number, invoice date, and source. And if you, in data model, you can at the max see 200 rows. Okay, so if you want to see more than 200 rows, then you have to create a report out of here. Okay, so if you are querying the database like in PL SQL or so, and people who are not from the EBS background can ignore it. You can query the database and you can fetch a number of rows, like whatever rows are present in the table. But here, when you query the data model, the maximum number of rows that you can fetch is only 200. So if your report, obviously AP invoices all have more than 200 records. If you want to fetch more than 200 records, then you have to create a report out of here. Okay. So how we will first save the data model. I can say by the today's date. And then I have to create a report to fetch all the rows that are present in this table. Okay, so I will click on report, create report. So it is just the basic navigation. If you are building the report for the first time, you can ignore it. Okay, now to create a report, you first have to select the data model. So we have just created the data model. We will select the data model. We will talk in detail about how to create a report. It is just I am showing you a demo that how to create a report. If you want to like fetch all the rows of the table, then how to create a report quickly. Okay. We will spend like 4 or 5 sessions in our when we will have detailed training, and we will deal with each and every aspect of the data model and the BIP report. And here we have selected the data model. So in Oracle in Oracle Fusion we have a flexibility of generating the RTF layout based on the selected data model. So whatever the columns are present in the data model, the RTF would be generated automatically. So if you click on this generate and you give the name of this template, AP invoices template, and you click on generate, and here you can change the output format to Excel. Okay, and you can click on save. You can write the name of the report as AP invoices report. Click on OK. Now, if you click on view report, so your report is completed and it is downloaded to your local. Okay, so this is just downloaded. I can open the report output. So if you see, there are, this is the template that was generated by RTF template generated by Oracle, and it contains all the four columns that we have in our data model. Okay, so through the data model, we can maximum see 200 rows. But here we can see more than 200 rows, like all the rows that are present in AP invoices table. It is around 49,000. You can see the count again. 49,772. Okay. So these number of rows are present in AP invoices all table and all the rows are being fetched. Okay. Similarly, you can prepare the report if you are involving more than one table as well. Okay. So this is just I have shown you, and there are various ways of running the report. This is one way. We have other way as well. So we can talk about them in detail once we are into the detailed sessions. Okay. So this is about the BIP report. So this is one of the option if you are dealing with high volume of data, and if you want the report in a specific format, then you can go with the BIP report. But here you have to deal with SQL queries. Okay. Now the second option that we have in Oracle is the OTBI report. OTBI stands for Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence. Okay. So for OTBI report, if you want the report output in the form of charts, graphs, dashboards, etc. Okay. And using OTBI, basically you don't have to write the SQL queries. You can just drag and drop the columns and your report will be prepared. Okay. So using OTBI, you just have to select the subject area. Okay. There is a subject area I can show you. And when you select the subject area, you just have to drag and drop the columns and your report will be prepared. But in OTBI, we have some limits. Like OTBI can at the max fetch 75,000 rows. So if your report, if your report or if your requirement, whatever you are building has more than 75,000 rows, then OTBI report will not solve the purpose. And the explanation that Oracle has given for it is like OTBI are not used for bulk extraction of data. So these OTBIs are not used for bulk extraction of data. They are used for analysis of data. Okay. So they are used for analysis of data. Using OTBI, you can fetch at the max of 75,000 records. And using OTBI, Oracle has written SQL queries for you. You just have to drag and drop the columns. I can show you a quick demo for the OTBI report as well. So if you click on create and click on analysis, then you have to select the subject area. Subject area is the place where you decide corresponding to which module you want to prepare the report. Suppose I want to, so here we have different subject areas. Suppose I want to prepare the report related to invoices only. So here again there are different subject areas like payable invoices, installment real time, trial balance real time, and we have different subject area related to payable invoices as well. So we want transactions. So I can click on payables invoices, transactions, real time. And here we have different. So this is our subject area, and in this subject area we have to build a report. So if you want to fetch that data related to invoice, like invoice number, so you can go over here and go to general information. So here it is, invoice ID. You just have to drag and drop the column. Okay. Invoice number, invoice date is also here. Okay. And what we had invoice source. Source was also there. So we can go to S. So we have different columns over here and we can build a report easily out of here. So if you want to see the data for this report, you can just click on results and your output is generated. Okay. So your output is generated for the OTBI report and you can export this output in Excel format as well. So to export the output in Excel format, you can click on over here and formatted Excel. So this is just a quick demo I have shown for OTBI report, but we will deal in detail what are the all options. If you want to build the report in graphical format using OTBI, how you can build it. If you want to build a dashboard using OTBI, how you can build it. So all the details are over here. So here also, here you are seeing only 25,000 rows. Okay. So maybe here it is showing to 25,000 rows because these OTBIs are again having the access of the data, like whichever business units you have the access, it will show the data corresponding to those business unit only. Okay. So here security is automatically applied. Like if you have access for 5 business units, then it will show the data for those 5 business units only. Okay. So depending on your data access, the data is shown up here over here in the OTBI report. Okay. So using OTBI report, you can build the even the functional people can build an OTBI report because here they have to drag and drop the columns and build an OTBI report or OTBI analysis. And using OTBI, if you want to build the report, if you want to display the data in the form of charts, graphs, or if you want to build a dashboard. Dashboard means like if dashboard you can think of like you have created 5 OTBI reports and you want to see the output of all the 5 OTBI reports at one place in one screen, then that is known as OTBI dashboard. So we will deal in detail how to create an OTBI dashboard as well. And we have different types of OTBI report as well, detailed OTBI report, summary OTBI report. So we will see them in detail, like how to build those type of reports as well. Okay. Any questions in this BIP and OTBI that I have covered till now? This is just a quick glimpse of like what are BIP and OTBI reports in Oracle Fusion and from where we can build them in Oracle. Now we have two other types of reports. Those are the FRS reports and the Smart View reports. So these FRS report, we will first talk about the FRS report. So these reports are used when you want to build a report on the GL balances. So you must be aware that we have a GL balances table in Oracle Fusion and that may contain a lot of data. So it's an alternate way of building the report out of GL balances. So FRS reports basically build the report out of S-base cubes and you can consider S-base cubes as synonymous to the GL balances table. As soon as your GL balances table has the data, at the same time your S-base cube have the data. Okay. So if you want to build a report out of the GL balances, then you have two more reporting options available. Financial report, well, these FRS reports and the Smart View. Okay. But using these two options, you can build a report out of GL balances only. Like these are the financial reports that are required, like trial balance report or profit loss statement report or income statement report. So these are the different types of report you can generate with the help of the FRS. And where you can see these FRS reports in Oracle Fusion. Let me go to my home page. If I go to others, here we have financial reporting center. You can navigate from here as well to the same place. If you go to others, we have something called as financial reporting center. If I click on this financial reporting center, here I can run any FRS report. So I will run a existing FRS report for you so that you can see how the FRS reports look like. So this is an existing FRS report that is present in the instance that I'm running for you. You can create your custom FRS report as well, and we will talk in detail how to create your custom FRS report and what are the different components of the FRS report. So these FRS reports use a different window, Hyperion window, to get the report created, and I will show you how to create an FRS report with the help of a demo. So this is the FRS report, and here you are getting the data related to GL balances like the monetary values only. Okay, like here it is showing the asset and the liability section, and here you are getting the amount in different accounts. Like these are the different account receivable account, inventory account, cash and cash equivalent account. What is the ending balance in these accounts? Okay, and similarly you are getting the liabilities as well, and by seeing this balance sheet you can identify whether the company is in profit or loss. Okay, so here if you will get the total assets, here you will get the total liabilities, and you can see whether and here you get a comparison as well. Like we have run the report for, suppose it is showing the report for December 2022. So here we are getting the relative data for December 2021 automatically. So I will show you how to prepare a report, then I will tell you how this relative data is coming automatically in the report. So these are relative reports to show you that how the company has performed in the last year in the same month. Like if we are running the report for December 2022, in the last year in the same month, December 2021, what was the value of cash and cash equivalent account? Okay. So whether it has increased or decreased, or whether the profits of the company or the assets of the company or the liabilities of the company have increased over a period of 1 year, or or they have increased or decreased over a period of 1 year. Okay. So these are the FRS reports in Oracle Fusion. Now we have a Smart View report as well. So Smart View is again a add-in Excel. Like I have yesterday talked about the add-ins in Excel. Like you have add-ins in Excel. If you want to build an ADFDI report, okay. Sorry, if you want to deal with the ADFDI, like we have FBDI, like similarly we can push the data in Oracle Fusion with the help of ADFDI as well. Okay. So you should have a ADFDI plugin. Similarly, if you want to deal with the Smart View reports, then you have to have the Smart View plugin installed in your Excel. And once the Smart View plugin is installed in your Excel, then you can build a Smart View report from your Excel only. Okay. So again, these Smart View reports are used for getting the data out of GL balances only. So these two reporting options are related to GL balances only if you want to get the data out of GL balances table. But these two reporting options, you can deal with the data corresponding to any module, maybe financial module, supply chain management module, or HRMS module, or any module, HCM module. Okay. Any questions here in this slide?
So, do we have option to schedule these reports
Yeah.
uh, in
Yeah.
regular intervals and also mail it to the user?
Yeah, yeah. All those options are there. Like we can burst the report output to the email ID
Okay.
also.
Okay.
Bursting is there. That yesterday I've talked about bursting, like when we are talking about the outbound integrations.
Right.
So in the BIP report, I've talked about the bursting. So bursting is like you are sending the report output generated to an email ID of the user.
Okay.
You can schedule the reports as well. Like if you want the report to run daily at a specific time, or whatever the frequency you decide, you can schedule the reports.
And we can incrementally generate the data also, is it?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Full load, incremental load, whatever you want, you can do it.
Is it applicable for all types of report or only for BI preparation?
For FRS reports, there is no concept of incremental data. Okay.
Okay.
For
Okay.
OTBI reports also, you can't develop an incremental data because there you can't write an SQL query. You just have to drag and drop the columns. For BIP reports, obviously you can generate an incremental data.
For OTBA, right? Can't we have any conditions and all
Yeah,
after dragging and drop?
we can have conditions
We can have. Okay.
like we have a where clause in our SQL query, like business unit is equal to US1 business unit or whatever UK business unit. Those filters we can apply. We can
Okay.
have parameters as well. We can have where conditions as well, like filters applied in the report. All those things. We can sort the data. We can do a number of things, but I can't cover each and everything now. Once we
Yeah,
go
got
into
it.
the detailed
Okay.
session, I will cover each and everything.
Yeah, which module is frequently using in the projects, mostly?
In the project, like
Yeah, in the real-time projects here.
real-time project. So it depends on your client. Like we have a requirement in Oracle for financials module, financial AP, AR, GL, fixed assets, and this cash management and all. Then we have requirement for supply chain management as well. So manufacturing companies use SCM modules. Then we nowadays requirement is coming for a HCM module as well, human capital management module as well. So all the modules of Oracle are in like demand.
Okay, thank you.
It depends on your client which module he is implementing, like which all module he is opting from Oracle Cloud, depending on the nature of the business.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is there any connectivity to, get the reports in the external BI reports like Tableau or any Cognos applications?
You can send the report data to them, but not like you can generate a report.
Okay.
You can send the data to third-party system from where they can consume the data and build the report out of there. But
Okay.
not the
It is
way.
specific to BIP, I think, from
Correct.
Oracle employee.
Correct. Okay.
How do you differentiate the transactional data versus balance?
So you want to understand the difference between GL balances and the transactional data here that is written over here, correct?
Right, right. Why do we have two categories? Because at the end of the day, whether it's a transactional data, since we are talking of an ERP system, right, which is an OLTP system, correct?
Correct.
So how is transactional data different from balances?
Yeah, I can explain you. But here in the OTBI and the BIP report, you can generate the report out of the GL balances as well. It is not like you can't build a report out of GL balances. So these are the additional reporting options that are uh, provided by Oracle, like for FRS and the SmartView option, if you are dealing with the GL balances data. But this transactional data, you can build the report out for the transactional data as well and for GL balances as well using the BIP and OTBI option. So what's the difference between them is like transactional data is something like subledger data. Like you have subledgers, different subledgers, like you have payables, receivables, purchase order, fixed assets. You have different subledgers. Okay. So you will do financial transactions in these subledgers. Once suppose you are creating an invoice, AP invoice, then you are doing the payment for the invoice. Then at the end of the day, these financial transactions will be posted to ledger. Okay. So once you post these entries to ledger, the data will go into uh, once you transfer them to ledger, then the data will go into GLJ headers, GLJ lines, and GLJ batches table. And once you do a posting or once you do accounting of these transactions, once you do a posting, then the data will go to the GL balances table. So here we are talking about the GL balances table. So at the mm, end of the month, you decide, okay, these are the for this ledger, this is my total debits, total credits. So you will get all the details out of there for a specific account and also details. Does that answer the question?
Not 100%. I mean,
Uh,
because again, I mean, see, the only piece that I'm kind of stuck here at is, you know, why do we need to? Because if you can do OTBI also on the balances, right?
So yeah,
Because it gives you access to
correct.
to access the balances and then you use them in your reporting, right?
Yes. So now
I mean,
your question is pointing to right
why the
direction.
categorization?
Yeah.
Why the categorization is what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, the categorization is that, like, if you try to build the report that I have shown you previously, the FRS report
Hmm.
using the BIP and OTBI.
Hmm.
Through OTBI, it is not possible to build that type of report which I have shown you, the FRS report. I can run that FRS report for you again and I can explain you. Okay.
But can you build that through OTB through BIP?
So building that report through BIP is also very complex. Like, it will take a lot of time. And using the FRS report, you can build those reports very quickly. So that's why this functionality is given by Oracle.
And you used the word Hyperion when you were mentioning
Correct.
the FRS report, right?
Correct.
Um, but the report. So when I hear the word,
Hyperion.
Hyperion, it takes me to cubes.
Yeah. So we are basically generating the data from S-based cubes in this
Right.
FRS report. Yeah. So that I will talk in detail once we are in the detail session, but I can tell you, once the data is into GL balances table, at the same time Oracle populates the data in S-based cubes as well. Okay, so I have told you that the data from subledger will go into GLJ header, GLJ lines, and GLJ
Mm-hmm.
batches, and from there
Mm-hmm.
the data will go into GL balances table. So as soon as the data goes into the GL balances table, at the same time the data goes into S-based cube as well. And here we are getting the data, or here we are getting the data from S-based cube. And the retrieval of the data from S-based cubes is comparatively faster as compared to the our table, SQL tables.
Okay. Um, so if I understand correctly, you are saying that there is also an inbuilt, and I will not use the word inbuilt, but just for the sake of understanding,
Yeah, inbuilt only seeded functionality of Oracle. Seeded,
within Oracle Fusion Cloud, you mean? Within
yeah,
financials,
yeah,
there is an
correct,
space.
correct, correct.
Okay. Okay. Because
So
I
as
thought,
yeah,
go
so
ahead,
as
Deepak. No,
soon
I mean to cut you.
yeah, sure. So as soon as you opt for GL module, na, so this S-based queue
Mhm.
functionality you get as a complementary thing. So it's on your choice whether you want to use it or not. But as soon as you opt for GL module in Oracle Fusion Financials,
Mhm.
and GL is mandatory
Mhm.
if you are using Oracle Fusion Financials, then this is a automatic or the complementary thing that you get with the S-based cube with the
Okay. Now,
GL module. Yeah,
I,
and
I, th- I thought you needed EPM to get that SBS, but I mean, that's a surprise, or, like a news to me that, so even without EPM license, you can have SBS
so
available for you within the Fusion Cloud. Is that right? I mean,
so
is that you're trying to say?
So when we develop this FRS report, we will first go to
Mhm.
EPM page, and then from EPM we navigate to Hyperion page, from where we
Ah.
basically build the report. So all the things are there which you are talking about, but we means I can't cover each and every.
No, no, I
Uh,
don't even want you to cover that, but because those are different
yeah, yeah,
components, right?
yeah.
So,
All those things
since we're
are here.
talking,
All those
yeah,
things
since
are
we're
here.
talking about that, I just want to get that point straight. That so with the Fusion Cloud, EPM is automatically coming in with that. Like, is it
Correct.
coming automatically shipped with Fusion Cloud, or you need a separate license for EPM?
It comes automatically. You don't need a separate license.
Okay, okay, thank you. I mean, I was under the impression that you need a separate license, and that's why I was kind of asking this question. So I think that it helps. If
No,
it
no, no.
comes,
We don't need a
if
separate license. It comes automatically.
okay, so if anyone, let's say if you even don't want to use Fusion Financials,
Hmm.
you are okay to use except at the end, right? You can just you know uh, in whatever way push the data to your EPM portion and then do the reporting. You don't really need to utilize the financials of Fusion Cloud if you like. So it's your choice, right? But you can still use the Hyperion reporting, like the EPM piece for closing, etc. Am I right? Or am
So,
I going like too far
no,
ahead?
you are going too far ahead. It is restricted to like GL balances table only. If you talk in like, GL terms. It is not means they have restricted only for the financials module, not for anything else. You can like data goes automatically. You don't have the control over it here that you can push the data manually to the SQL planner.
Okay.
Hmm.
No, but the point that I was trying to get at was, for example, if you are not utilizing Fusion Financials, right? Let's say you are
Correct.
still using EBS for the financial purpose.
Correct.
Okay. But for the financial closing, you want to utilize the EPM module.
Hmm.
You can, right? You can certainly do that, correct? So that was my point that, if you have Fusion, right, you can just use the EPM portion of it, right? And then use some, integration to push data from your EBS financials to EPM in the Fusion Cloud, and then use that for reporting is what I was trying to convey.
Yeah, that you can use. But here in Oracle Fusion, you have to get the GL license. You can push the financials data or the GL balances data over here to EPM, and then you have to get the license of GL over here or the financial.
In that case, you need a separate EPM license if you are not utilizing your financials from the Fusion Cloud, but from a different ERP altogether. Am I right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Fine. Thank you for the time.
Yeah, no issues. So moving forward, so this is our extend and customize the Fusion app. Like this Fusion application, you can customize as well, or you can extend the functionality of this Fusion application. So customization of the Fusion application is done in Oracle Fusion with the help of the sandboxes. With the help of sandboxes, you can customize the Fusion application. And I can show you a quick demo for that. Like suppose you want to change the look and feel of this page, or you want to change the logo that is being displayed on this page. Okay. So you can do all those things with the help of sandboxes in Oracle Fusion. So how you can do them? You can go to configuration and you can go to sandboxes. So to do any personalization in Oracle Fusion, you first have to create a sandbox. We'll create a sandbox. You can give the name of maybe I am changing the logo changes, and I will use the tool as appearance. Like I'm changing the appearance, and I will click on create and enter. Now you are into the sandbox mode. This yellow mustard stripe at the top of your page indicates that you are into sandbox mode. Now once you are into the sandbox mode, you can click on tools and appearance from here, and you can change the logo as well. Like if you want to change the theme, so suppose you want to switch to aquamarine theme, so you can change the theme over here. Now if you want to change the logo, you can select a file, you can choose the file, and over here you can select a logo. Here it is, UnoGeeks logo, and I will click on apply. I can write the name as aqua theme, click on OK. So logo is not changed. Let me publish the sandbox and see if the changes are reflected. I will log out and log in the instance and see whether the changes are reflected or not. Logo is not coming correctly. We can go to the sandbox and try implementing the logo again. Maybe our image is not correct or whatever it is, but we can still check again. So I can go to configuration, sandboxes. So once you publish the sandbox, then you can't use the same sandbox. Or I can create a sandbox again, logo underscore changes underscore one, and you can click on appearance, create and enter. And over here in the appearance, I can select over here. Yeah, now the changes are coming, right? So actually it was not reflected previously. So now the changes are visible. Like you can see the UnoGeeks logo, and you can see the look and feel of the application has also changed. Previously we are seeing with a different color. Now you have changed the color. Similarly, you can change the logos. You can change the way the uh, icons are displayed over here. Okay, or different work areas are displayed over here. So you can change a variety of things. Similarly, you can at the page level as well. You can do the customization. Like you can change the label of the field. You can make the field as required. You can hide a field, so you can do a lot of things using Oracle Fusion customization and through the sandbox. And these changes are such that until you publish the sandbox, these changes are visible to you only. And once you publish the sandbox, these changes are visible to each and every user who is using the instance, who is using this instance. If you do not publish the changes, then these changes are limited to your user only. Okay, so you should be very sure when you are publishing the changes through the sandbox. You should get proper approval from your manager or from your client. Okay, so we can revert the changes as well. To revert the changes, what we have to do is I can go to appearance so that people can go with the original, and we can go with the original theme, and I can click on apply. Now the theme is applied. Now we are getting the original screen as we are seeing it earlier. And now we can publish the same changes because we have made the changes and published earlier because you were not seeing the logo. Now we can publish the changes, so each and every user will see this vision logo, and the look and feel of the application will be like this only. So we can publish the sandbox. Okay, so as soon as you publish the sandbox, that yellow mustard stripe that was showing at the top of your page is now not visible. Okay, so now these changes will be visible to each and every user who is using this instance. Okay, so this is like a quick demo of what you can achieve with the help of the sandbox. Similarly, you can achieve a lot of things through sandbox. Okay, so in Oracle Fusion, you can create DFF, KFF, and EFF as well. DFF is descriptive flex field. KFF is key flex field. Descriptive flex field are used when you want to capture some additional fields on a page. Okay, so similarly goes with the key flex fields as well. And you can have if you want to add some custom fields, like, and those custom fields are categorized into three categories: DFF, KFF, and EFF. So you can add a descriptive flex field as well on a page. You can add the key flex field as well on a page, and you can add extensible flex fields on a page. So we will see in detail how to add DFF and EFF on the pages once we are into the detailed session. So how do you can on an if on an AP invoice page you want to add some additional fields, like you want to capture the department of the person who has created the, or if you want to capture some country information, if you want to capture some additional fields, then you can have it with the help of the DFF. Then you can modify the existing fields as well, like you can make the on a page you can change the label of the fields, you can make the uh, change the label of the fields, you can make the field required as well. Okay, so you can make the field read only as well, so you can do lot of things using the fusion personalization. Okay, and again you can change the look and feel of the application. Any questions here?
Since you're talking about extending and customizing the Fusion app, are we also gonna cover Visual Builder Studio or Redwood Pages? Because
Visual Builder Studio and Redwood Pages, yeah, we can cover,
yeah,
but not to a greater extent. Like, yeah, we can cover them. Okay, so we can build our own pages as well using the application composer and all, right? We can develop our own pages, our own custom objects and all using the application composer. So that part is covered. Visual Builder Studio means
because Oracle is now changing and replacing a lot of existing Fusion app pages with their Redwood pages, right?
in
And we need
HCM,
to.
they are mostly in human capital management and supply chain management. They are doing it, but in financials, they have not changed the move to Redwood pages till now.
No, that is fine, but as a technical person, right, we don't really have to bother about what module we're talking about, right? Um, but since they are replacing standard pages with the Redwood pages, and you need to customize them, so VBS is required, right? So
Yeah,
that's why I was
VBS.
asking. I mean, are we gonna cover that or not?
So we have not covered the Visual Builder Studio in the previous sessions, but yeah, we can include them as a part of the training.
Okay.
Hmm. Now comes the security in cloud. Okay, so security in cloud plays an important role. So if I want to define security in cloud, is basically who can do what on which data. So like employee can view the payslip for themselves. Like, so basically with the help of the security, you are controlling each and everything in Oracle Fusion. Like a line manager can give a merit increase for the workers working in his hierarchy only. He can't give a merit increase to the people who are working in a different hierarchy. So in Oracle Fusion, everything, every screen that you are getting, like in we are over here, every screen that we are getting is controlled by the security. Like you have roles assigned to you, this user, FinMPL user. That's why you are able to create an AP invoice. You are able to create a purchase order, or you are able to do lot of things over here. You are able to create a report. You are able to create an OTBI analysis because the roles are granted to this user. Okay. So how to create a user in Oracle Fusion? So to create a user in Oracle Fusion and to grant him the roles, you can go to tools and you can go to the security console. Again, this security console access you get with the help of a specific role, IT security manager role. This role should be assigned to your user. Okay. And if I talk about the client instance, then you may get the access of the security module or the security console in lower instances, but in higher instances like in UAT or in prod, you will not get the access of the security console. Okay. So if you want to create your own user in Oracle Fusion, then you can come to this users tab and you can click on add user account. Here you can enter the details and you can add the roles. So there are different type of roles in security, like we have abstract roles as well, we have job roles as well, and we have different types of roles. So we will talk about those roles in details, and which we will see in detail that once we assign a role to our user, then what all changes we can see. Okay. And we have data roles as well, like the data access. If you are getting the access of the screen, you are able to see the AP invoices screen, but you are not able to select the business unit over there. For which business unit you will see in the drop down, for which business unit you can create an AP invoice. So all those things are controlled by security. So we will spend like 2-3 sessions in security. And security in HCM cloud, human capital management cloud, works in a different manner as compared to security in financials and supply chain management cloud. So we will see how the security differs from financials and HCM cloud and the HCM cloud. So in HCM cloud, it works with the help of the security profiles. So we will see how to create a security profile and assign those security profiles to a user or to the data roles. So we will see all those things once we are into the detailed session. But from this screen, you can create your user, you can add a role, and once your user is created, then you can basically log in with the user and see the changes reflected. So once we start the detailed session, we will cover the security session in the beginning only, so that you should know how to create your user and how to assign the roles to your user. And by assigning which roles to your user, you can get the access of different screens. Okay. So in Oracle EBS, and people who are not from the EBS background can ignore it. In EBS, we have the concept of responsibilities assigned to the user, but here we have the concept of roles assigned to the user. So that's why we call it as RBAC, role-based access control. So if I talk about here, it is written as role-based access control. This is also known as RBAC in cloud. Okay, and we have different types of roles like data roles, abstract roles, duty roles, job roles. So we will talk about these roles as well in detail, and we will see these roles, all these roles, with the help of a demo. Okay. And I have talked about HCM in data. In HCM, human capital management, security is controlled with the help of the HCM security profile. So that also we can see once we are into the detailed session. Okay. So I will show you a demo, like I will create a user, then I will assign him role, and we will log out of our existing user, we will log in with that user, and we will see the changes reflected. Then we will assign him a new role, and we will see the customization of the roles as well. So all those things we will cover in the detailed session. So moving forward, we have workflow approvals and notifications as well in Oracle Fusion. Workflow approvals and notifications work in such a way, like suppose you are creating a purchase requisition and you want that purchase requisition to be routed for approval. Okay. Then to route that purchase requisition for approval to specific users, then how you can route that purchase requisition for approval to specific users? You can do it with the help of workflow approvals and notifications in Oracle Fusion. Okay. So the screen that we use for that purpose is tools. So for security, we have gone to security console. Again, for workflow approvals and notifications, we'll go to the transaction console. Tools, transaction console. And here we can search the approval rules, like corresponding to which we want to create the approval rules. So if I search for requisition over here, so here it is requisition approval. And here we have different options, like we can bypass the approval as well, or we can configure the rules as well. Okay. So here they have shown an example, like if you an employee is being hired in the organization, correct? Then the approval should go to to his line manager, then to the second level manager, and then to the payroll manager. And at the end, the notification should be sent to the recruiter. So this type of workflow also we can build in Oracle Fusion. Like once an employee is hired in the organization, you can consider the line manager as the first level approver. or you can consider, instead of line manager, you can consider it as a manager. So the person who is entering the record, the approval will first go to his manager. Okay, then to the second level manager, or you can consider it as senior manager. Here you can consider as manager, here you can consider as senior manager. So once the manager approves the record, like okay, this employee, we are approving this employee record in the organization, then the approval should be routed to the senior manager. Then the third level approval should be passed to payroll manager, or you can consider this as director. Okay, manager, senior manager, and director. Then the approval will be routed to director, and once all these three people approve the record in the system, then only that employee will be hired in the organization, or you will be able to see that employee record in Oracle Fusion once all these people approves the transaction. So to these three people, the approval notification are being sent. Okay, like they have to approve the transaction, and once the first person approves the transaction, then only the second can approve the transaction. But to the recruiter, an information notification is sent. Like okay, suppose this employee was sent to the organization by some recruiter. Okay, then an information notification will be sent to the recruiter. Okay, that your employee has been hired in the organization and you are eligible for a bonus after once the employee complete 3 months in the organization. Okay, so this is the workflow. So you can build these type of workflow as well. So this is shown as the management hierarchy. So you can include the management hierarchy and different things over here in the approval rules and workflows. So if I go to employee, so here it is hire an employee. You can click on configure rules over here. Here we are showing an example of employee. That's why I have gone to employee, hire an employee. And here you can basically send the approvals to different purpose people, different based on your requirement. Okay, so we will see in detail how to configure these approval rules as well, and based on different conditions, how the approvals are routed to different people. Okay. So now we have covered till here, right? So these all topics we have covered yesterday and till today. Like we have covered today BI, OTBI, FRS, and Smart View. Then we have covered the personalization, Fusion security workflows. Now we have course content overview. Okay. So now I will tell you that what all I am going to cover in this like 1.5 to 2 months of training. Okay. So this is an important part. Okay. So first of all, the duration of this training would be around 7 to 8 weeks. Okay, and the course duration would be like 45 to 50 hours, and we will have training from 7 a.m. till 8:15 a.m. every day. Okay, so it would the training duration would be 1 hour 15 minutes, and we will have training from Monday to Friday. We will have a like off on Saturday and Sunday, so we will have training from Monday to Friday, and it would not be 1 hour a day; it would be 1.25 hours a day. Okay. Now, I have already given my introduction yesterday, so I will not iterate that. Now, I will directly move to the course content. So, this we have already covered in the last 2 days, like about the Oracle Fusion, what is Oracle Fusion, and the what are the different reporting tools, personalization, like a quick glimpse of what all things we have in Oracle Fusion. Now, the next topic that we would be covering is the navigation in ERP Cloud. As for you people, this ERP Cloud is a new application, like this is a new ERP for you. So I will go through the navigation and I will explain you the navigation in Oracle Fusion, like what are the different navigation in Oracle Fusion. So suppose if someone tells you to go to this navigation, then you can basically identify and what are the various terminologies that we are using. So if I go to my home page, so what is this known as? Okay, so what is these called? These are known as work area. What is task ribbon? What is navigator? What is settings and action? What is functional setup manager? What is the functionality of this search? What is the functionality of this star icon? So we will talk about all the navigation icons in our upcoming session. So we will spend a session on that, so to understand you what are the different navigations in Oracle Fusion, so that you can easily scroll through different options in Oracle Cloud, and you can understand the purpose behind those options as well. Okay. So this navigation in our ERP cloud comprises of this as well. So we will cover these all things over here, like infolets, work areas, info tiles, all such things. Then we will cover the security in Oracle Fusion. So I have told that security plays an important role in Oracle Fusion. So in some of the projects, you may be asked to configure the security, you may be asked to configure the secure user. But in most of the projects of Oracle Fusion, there would be a security team sitting beside you and who will be basically creating your users and giving you the access, whatever access you require. So, but it's important that you should learn the security in Oracle Cloud. So you should know that how are the roles assigned to the user, and how does the things are playing in the background, like how you are able to see the various screens in Oracle Fusion, how you are getting the data access and all such things. So we will be talking about the security in detail, and we will be seeing the customization of the role as well. Like if there is a seeded role present in Oracle Fusion, and if you want to customize that seeded role, and suppose you want to remove some privileges from the role, for example, let's take an example for the customization of the role. Like you are seeing this a payables invoices screen, correct? Suppose you are able to see this invoices screen through the payables manager role. Okay, let's take an example, payables manager role. And but your client is of the option that within the payables manager role, I don't want the person to create an invoice. He should not be able to create an invoice. He can search for the invoices, but if the person has the payables manager role, he should not be able to create the invoice in Oracle Fusion. Then what you can do is you can customize the seeded role, and you can remove the create invoice privileges from that role, and you can assign the custom role to your user. Then when the custom role is assigned to your user, he will be able to see all the things, but he will not be able to create the invoice. Maybe a different role is assigned to create the invoice in Oracle Fusion. Maybe payables specialist role is required. Okay. So if a client comes up with the custom requirements, if your client wants custom roles to be created, then we can basically create the custom roles altogether, or we can customize the seeded roles as well. Okay. And we will see the uh, security in HCM as well, human capital management as well. In human capital management, we have a separate concept of the security profile. So I will tell you how to create the security profile, and with the help of the security profile, how you are able to see the data in Oracle HCM. Then we will cover the functional setup manager as well. So functional setup manager is like if you want to do any setups in Oracle Fusion. Okay. If you want to do any setups in Oracle Fusion, there is a single screen to do all the setups. And that single screen is basically the setup and maintenance for functional setup manager. So I will tell you that what are the different options that we have over here. What is the concept of the local search over here? What is the concept of the global search over here? So what are the different options that we have over here in the functional setup manager? So we will cover them in detail. Okay, and how to migrate the setups from one instance to another, that also we will cover over here in the functional setup manager. Okay. Then we have something called as value sets, flex fields, and lookups. So in Oracle Fusion also we have value sets. Like we have value sets in Oracle EBS, and people who are not from EBS can ignore it. So we will talk about value sets from scratch in over here. So we have 5 different types of value sets in Oracle Fusion. So I will show you how to create the value set in Oracle Fusion and what is the purpose of creating those value sets. So we create value sets so that they can be used in flex fields. So once we create a DFF, KFF or extensive flex fields, then we can use those value sets. So I will show you how to create the value set in Oracle Fusion, how to configure the DFF and the EFF in Oracle Fusion. Okay, and how to use these value sets. Then we will talk about the lookups as well, like how to create a lookup in Oracle Fusion and how to utilize that lookup in our reports as well, in our BIP reports as well. Then we will be talking about the enterprise structure in Oracle Fusion and P2P and O2C cycle. So in enterprise structure in Oracle Fusion, we will be talking about that how does the enterprise structure look like in Oracle Fusion and how does it differ from the previous version of Oracle EBS, and what are the different components of the enterprise structure in Oracle Fusion. Like we have a business unit, we have ledger, we have different things in the enterprise structure. Then we will be talking about the P2P and O2C cycle, but we will be covering the P2P and O2C cycle in theoretically over here. Okay, like I will be explaining you like what are the different components of the P2P cycle, how does the data flow in P2P cycle and O2C cycle. But the demo for the P2P and O2C cycle we will cover at the end of the session. So we are covering P2P and O2C cycle here because before I tell you how to build a BIP report, you should understand that why we are building a BIP report. So those some of the components within the P2P and O2C cycle, we need customization or we need a BIP report, custom report to be built. That's why we are building seeing the P2P and O2C cycle. Okay. Then we will build a BIP report. We will build a complex custom BIP report. Okay. So we will spend 4-5 sessions in the BIP report, and I will explain you each and everything of the BIP report. We will see how to customize a seeded BIP report as well, and how to include the bursting in the BIP report, how we can send the data to uh, different destinations using the BIP report, how to create a ESS job out of a BIP report. Okay, so we will see all these options and how to migrate the BIP reports. How does the what is the concept of the security in the BIP reports? How you can enable the security in BIP reports. So we will cover all those options in this session, in this module. Then I will tell you how to customize the standard BIP report as well. So there are some seeded reports of Oracle as well that are provided to us. So if a requirement comes from a client that he wants to customize the standard BIP report of Oracle, then how you can customize the standard BIP report of Oracle as well. So there are some steps for it. So we'll talk about those steps, how you can customize a standard BIP report as well. Then we have disbursement payment file format customization. So this disbursement payment file format are something. So if I talk about the P2P cycle, suppose you are buying some goods from a supplier. Okay, so like I have given an example yesterday, you are buying the tires from a supplier. Now you will create an invoice in Oracle Fusion. Okay, and you will pay to that invoice. You will pay that invoice. Pay that invoice means you will pay to supplier for the goods that you have purchased from him, for the tires that you have purchased from him. Once you pay to the supplier, as Oracle is not a core banking system, you will generate a file over here in Oracle Fusion, and you will send that file from Oracle Fusion to the bank server. Bank will consume that file and it will deduct the money from your bank account or from your client's bank account and will transfer it to the supplier bank account. Okay. So these all processes are covered in the disbursement payment file format. Okay. So the method of sending the file from Oracle Fusion to the bank SFTP server, the file that will be generated comes in the form of the disbursement payment file format. So client can ask for a custom file or bank can ask for the file in the specific format. Like they don't want a number of details, they only need 5 details in a specific format. Like they need your bank account number, the client bank account number, the supplier bank account number, the supplier IFSC code, and supplier IBAN, etc. So all those things I will show you how to develop a custom disbursement payment file format. And there are some setups as well. So I will show you those setups as well, like how to do those setups. And we will create an invoice and we will send that invoice to UCM or some SFTP server, and then we will see the payment file generated. Okay, so we will see the disbursement payment file format as well in detail. This also comes as the part of disbursement payment file formats, also comes as part of the reporting section in Oracle Fusion. Okay, so we will talk about the disbursement payment file format as well. How you can customize the disbursement payment file format in Oracle Fusion. How you can create your custom disbursement payment file format. Then we will cover the OTBI reports as well. In OTBI reports, I will show you what are the different OTBI reports, like the detailed OTBI report, the summary OTBI report. What's the difference between these two reports and how to develop these two types of reports and how to create an OTBI dashboard. Okay, so OTBI dashboard I have already told you. If you want to see the data of 5 OTBI reports or 6 OTBI reports in one single screen, then how you can see the data of 5 OTBI reports in one single screen. So that you can see with the help of the OTBI dashboard. So I will tell you how to prepare an OTBI dashboard as well. Okay. Then again we will see how to migrate these OTBI reports and how is the security implemented in these OTBI reports as well. Okay. Then we will be talking about the FBDI. So FBDI is file-based data import. Now we have covered the inbound integration yesterday. So if you remember, we have covered these inbound integrations yesterday. So I have shown you a quick glimpse of FBDI, file-based data import. So I will be showing you with the help of the demo if you want to um, like ingest the data into Oracle Fusion, then how you can ingest the data into Oracle Fusion with the help of the FBDI. So we will download the FBDI template, we will enter the data in the FBDI template, and we will insert that data into Oracle Fusion with the help of the FBDI template. So yesterday I have shown you with the dummy data only. So once we are into the session, I will show you with the real-time data. We will modify the values in the FBDI template, and then I will show you that how we can basically create an AP invoice or how we can create a journal with the help of the BDI template in Oracle Fusion. So we will talk about the success scenarios as well. So while doing the inserting the data into the interface tables or into the base tables of Oracle Fusion with the help of FBDI, you may get errors as well. So we'll be talking about the error scenarios as well. Okay, in the FBDI. So we will spend like couple of sessions in the FBDI as well, and we will cover all the topics related to FBDI. So we will be talking about the error handling and reconciliation as well. Then we will cover the spreadsheet data loader. So these spreadsheet data loaders are over here that we have seen yesterday, like a quick glimpse of it only. So we will be covering these spreadsheet loaders as well in detail. These are the ADFDI, like you should have the ADFDI plugin installed in your Excel to work with this spreadsheet data loader. So I will tell you how to install that ADFDI plugin in your Excel and how you can basically push the data into Oracle with the help of the ADFDI template as well, or with the help of the spreadsheet data loaders as well. Okay. Then we have HCM data loader as well. So for inbound integration, I have talked about the HCM data loader as well. So if you want to push the HCM related data like employees, jobs, organization, departments, etc. into Oracle Fusion, the data related to this modules, HCM modules into Oracle Fusion, then we have to deal with the HCM data loader. So we will be covering the HCM data loader as well, like with the help of the HCM data loader, you can push the data into Oracle Fusion. Okay, so here we are dealing with the .dat format, and the screens that we use for HDL are different as the screens we use for FBDI, and the process is altogether a different process. So we will be covering the process with the help of real-time examples or real-time data, and we will be seeing the error handling and reconciliation as well. Like if you are pushing the data into HCM staging tables or into the HCM based tables, if you are getting error, then how to identify those errors and how to rectify those errors. Okay. So we will be covering the error handling and the reconciliation part related to HCM data loader as well. So as we have the spreadsheet data loader, we have HCM spreadsheet data loader as well. So these concepts are similar. You need an ADFDI plugin for spreadsheet data loader as well and HCM spreadsheet data loader as well. Just the ADFDI sheet that you download changes. Okay. So we will be talking about the HCM spreadsheet data loader as well in detail. Then comes workflow approvals and notifications. So workflow approvals and notification, the demo for the, not the demo, just a quick glimpse of the workflow approvals and notification I have shown you today. Like what are the screens used for workflow approvals and notifications. So we will be covering the workflow approvals and notification as well in detail, that how you can send the requisitions, or you can say once you create a transaction, how can you send the transaction for approval to different person depending on your custom requirements. Like for example, if the requisition amount is greater than 1000, then it should go for a specific person for approval. But if the requisition amount is less than 1000, it should get self auto approved. So all those options we will see, and we will see the complex use case as well in the workflow approval and notification. Okay. Then we will be covering the web services as well. So web services is something like in inbound integration. I have told you that with the help of SOAP and REST web services as well, we can push the data into Oracle Fusion, and with the help of SOAP and REST web services, we can push the data out of Oracle Fusion. So I will be showing you the demo for SOAP and REST web services as well with the help of the SOAP UI tool and the Postman tool. And I will show you that how we can basically push the data into Oracle Fusion, or like how we can create an invoice in Oracle Fusion and how to update that invoice in Oracle Fusion or delete that invoice in Oracle Fusion with the help of SOAP and the REST API. So we will see all these things in detail once we are into the web services session. Okay. Then we have something called as fast formulas. So these fast formulas are used in HCM module only, human capital management only. And if you want to do any customizations, or if you want to do using fast formulas, you can achieve a variety of things in Oracle Fusion. HCM, human capital management, these are not used for financials or supply chain management modules. And with the help of the fast formulas, you can put a restrictions, or you can put custom validation on the field. Like if suppose there is a field for the um, let's take an example, there is a field for the shift rate, like the shift pay. There is a screen like a user can enter the shift pay, like if a person is working in shift, then he is eligible for shift pay allowance. And what is the shift pay allowance that user can enter manually? So shift pay for the company is decided, like he can enter either $40 or $80, right? He can't enter any other value. So if he enter any other values apart from 40 or $80 in that field, then the it should throw an error, right? It should not allow him to save. So all those customizations you can do with the help of the fast formulas. Okay. And fast formulas has different use cases. So we will cover some of the use cases for the fast formulas in this topic. Okay, in this session. Then we have FRS reports as well. So FRS reports also I have shown you today, like FRS reports. So we will be covering the FRS reports as well in detail, how to create your custom FRS reports and when do we get the data in FRS reports in Oracle Fusion. So we have covered a bit of it today, but we will cover in detail about the FRS reports in the detailed session, that how to create a custom FRS report and how to what are the different components of the FRS reports, and based on the requirement how you can build your custom FRS reports. Okay. So we will execute the seeded FRS report as well, and we will build a complex FRS report and I will show you all the features that we have in FRS report. So we have variety of features in FRS report as well. Then we have HCM extracts as well. What is HCM extract? So in outbound integrations, I have talked about the HCM extracts, right? So we will be covering the HCM extracts as well. HCM extracts basically make use of user entities. So this you can consider like OTBI. Okay, like I have talked about OTBI. In this OTBI, you don't have to write the SQL queries. Oracle has written the SQL queries for you. Similarly, if you want to push the HCM related data, human capital management related data to third party application, then you can build an HCM extract in Oracle Fusion. There also you don't have to write the SQL queries. You can directly push the data to third party application. So there we deal with in OTBI we deal with the subject area, like we have chosen the subject area payables transaction real time. There we will deal with the user entities. And when we select the user entities, we can select the columns in the user entities, like different columns, and we can send the data to third party application with the help of HCM extract. So we will see that HCM extract as well in detail in our upcoming sessions. And in HCM extract, we can build a full HCM extract and the incremental HCM extract as well. So I will show you how to build a full incremental extract and full HCM extract as well. Okay. Incremental HCM extract is that you are not sending the complete data, but you are sending the data that is created on daily basis to the third party application. Okay. So I will show you how to develop a incremental HCM extract as well, and how to develop. If you want to send the complete data every day, then you can build the full HCM extract as well. Okay. Then we will be covering the UI customizations using Sandbox. So I will be showing you the Sandbox. Like I have shown you a glimpse of it today, like how we can change the logo and all. But we will see how to change the label of the fields, how to make the fields required, and we will see variety of things using Sandbox in these sessions. Okay, like here it is written, make the fields required read only hidden. Okay, and we use expression language as well. So I will show you how to use the expression languages in the when we are customizing the application. So we will be covering the expression language as well over here. Then comes the P2P cycle, O2C cycle, and the global HR cycle. So this P2P cycle is basically, I will show you in real time in the application that how you can create a requisition, how you can convert that requisition into purchase order. Then once you create a purchase order, you send it to the supplier, then you receive the goods from the supplier. You create a receipt in Oracle Fusion. Okay, then you basically create an invoice, then you create a payment. So all those things I will be showing you with the help of the data, real-time data. And I will be showing you the complete P2P cycle. If you want to execute the complete P2P cycle in Oracle Fusion, how you can execute them. Okay, similarly go with the O2C cycle. So we will be covering the order to cash cycle as well. Complete so we will be creating the sales order, and then we will be once we have created the sales order, we will be shipping the goods to the customer. Okay, once we have shipped the goods to the customer, we will be creating an AR invoice. Okay, and once we have created an AR invoice, we will receive the money from our customer. Okay, so in the case of the P2P cycle, we are sending the payment to the supplier, but in case of O2C cycle, we will receive the money from our customer for the goods that we have sold to him. Okay, or for the goods or the services that we have sold to our customer. So how does the O2C cycle work in Oracle Fusion? I will show you with the help of the demo, with the help of the real-time data. Okay. And I will explain you O2C cycle in detail over here as well. Then comes the global HR cycle. So global HR cycle is related to HCM only, human capital management only. Global HR cycle is something like if you want to hire an employee in the organization for your business unit, for your legal entity, you want to pay him salary as well. Okay, you want to you want to create a position as well. You want to create a job as well. So how do all these things work in Oracle Fusion? I will be showing you the demo for the global HR cycle as well in our session. Okay. And then we will be providing you the guidance on the resume and the interview preparation. For Oracle Fusion Technical, we don't have any certification. Okay. So this certification is written incorrectly over here. So for Oracle Fusion Technical, we don't have any certification. But if you need any help in your resume or and we will be providing you some interview questions as well. So yeah, so that all will be also provided to you. Any questions in this course content that I have covered? Means the basic purpose of explaining all these two sessions, like the different concepts, so you can understand this course content as well. That's why I have explained these topics in like summary initially, like inbound integration, outbound integration, FRS reports, so that you can understand that what all we are going to cover in our detailed session. Okay. Now, once I am explaining the course content, you may be getting a glimpse of it. Okay, this is FRS report, this is the BIP report, this is HCM extract, this is HCM data loader, why we are using it. So all these things we are going to cover in our detailed session. Any questions in what we covered today from the today's session? Or in the course content that I have shown you? If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Okay, and one last thing. So for enrollment into trainings, you can reach out to Prasad. Okay, so you can reach out to Prasad for enrollment into training, and these are the details. You can make a note of these details. Okay, you can take a screenshot or you can basically write the details in the notepad. You can reach out to Prasad, and then you can enroll for the training, and you can basically learn the Oracle Fusion Technical in detail. Okay. Any questions before we wrap up the session? We have already talked about the instance access and the content that you will be getting once you enroll for the training yesterday. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Otherwise, we can wrap up the session. Siddharth, you have
One question.
yeah, that's it.
So morning time, I know it's a very peak for all the families, everyone, right? So is there any other time, or is this the only time which is available?
So we are starting the batch. Like we have already started the batch from 23rd September from yesterday. So the timing for this batch is like this only, right, from 7 to 8:50. But for the upcoming batches, the timings can change. But yeah, if
Okay.
you want to enroll for this batch, if you want to learn the Oracle Fusion Technical starting now, then these are the timings available, 7 to 8:50.
Okay. In case if we enroll it and maybe we may not be able to join because of other personal reasons. So we can, the recording will be provided and we can go through it, right? And
Sure,
after we go through
sure.
the recording, and if
Hmm.
we have any questions, maybe, or if we are very slow with in learning,
Mm-hmm.
considering all the practical things,
Correct.
office works and the family things.
Hmm.
And is there any support which is available after 3 months also? You can respond to our queries and help us in guiding the things.
Yeah, sure. So Once we are done with the sessions, you will get a support, like we will be providing you the email IDs, and you can post your queries over there on the email ID. Like you can send, you can write my name, hello Deepak. I'm going through this session, and while I'm creating a BIP report, I'm just taking an example. While creating a BIP
Understood.
report, I'm facing the challenges over here, and you can give me a screenshot. Then I can reply
Okay.
you over email, and I can resolve your query. So this opportunity is for lifetime. This is not for 3 months. After the once you enroll for the training, anytime you get an issue, you can reach out to me.
But the instance access is available only for the 3 months, right?
Yeah, this instance access is available for 3 months. It can be extended as well, but for that you have to connect with Prasad. Like what are the
Sure.
terms and conditions to extend the instance access for more than 3 months?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
So instance access will be provided from next class onwards, is it?
Yeah, I mean, suppose you enroll for the session today, then instance access will be provided from today only.
And is there any system requirement or anything that we need to take care of?
System requirement, no, it is like a website only. Like you can
Website only, right? Yeah, okay.
like you log into Flipkart and all.
Okay.
Hmm. So it is hosted on cloud, huh? That's why you just log in into URL and just enter the username password and you are into Oracle.
Right, right. I mean, for EBS and all, we need Java, right? Yeah, this is
Correct, correct.
hosted in cloud. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no system requirement, just a laptop is needed.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? I will take it as a no. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining the session. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thanks, Deepak.